Using digital simulations. We can use digital simulations to help engage our students in content. And if you are lucky enough to have access to an iPad, there's many different apps that have simulations. This one happens to be a free simulation about cells. Found another one on the skeletal system. This one is 99 cents, and this one has images that are incredible. So we want to think about using these type of simulations whenever we're trying to explain content, especially complicated content, to students. If a picture says 1,000 words, use the picture. Some of these get a little creepy, the pictures, I think. This one about medical images, and this is free. And again, look at those images. So you have all of these things if you have access to an iPad. If you don't have access, don't worry about it. We can go ahead and search online. This is Google Advanced Search. The easiest way to get there is go to Google, put in Advanced Search, and you'll come to this. It's much more complicated, but we're only going to use the top of this. There's an entire lesson on advanced searching, but one thing you can do here is put in the word animation as a keyword, and then what are you looking for? And maybe it's equivalent fractions, whatever it is. And that brought me to this. I have never seen this before. WatchNoLearn.org. They're all free educational videos that somebody has, key right there, organized. And they're really good, many of them. I spent quite some time looking around this site. I was a little surprised that I had never found it before. What a great alternate for those of you that can't get to YouTube. So I just looked around, and here's something about equivalent fractions. This is professionally done video. A lot of them are pulled from YouTube. Not pulled, excuse me, let's use the right word, embedded from YouTube. And so you can, if you have trouble getting to YouTube at school, that might become a problem. But somebody has organized this entire collection, and I'm thinking, wow, this is great. You certainly can go to YouTube and find lots of things, but the fact somebody's already here and I can filter by age, so on and so forth. Always, though, make sure you preview the entire video before showing it in class. Because what happens sometimes is people leave part of the video, so you think it's going along swimmingly, and then all of a sudden they mash up some other media. So do make sure you check the entire clip before showing that. We just don't have to say anything more there. This is, when I think of digital animations, digital visualization, this is the first site that I think of. I wish it was free. It's not. The 30-day free trial, yes, is free, but there is a fee for this site, and as I looked around, it doesn't post what the fee is. Some textbooks include these e-learning gizmos as part of their textbook subscription. They are probably the best science and math animations that you can find online. Gizmos. And there's research behind it to show that this really does help. And there's different studies, so you can go dig into the research. But it's the simulations where students can actually see. We try to balance things. We try to, demonstrate the best we can. But these really are very rich and robust. You have the collection. You can search by Common Core, what grade level, 3rd and up. So not for the primary kids, but 3rd grade and up for Gizmos. Now, another word to search for. The last time I searched for animation, this time I'm going to look for an interactive Civil War map. I'm going to say none of these words, Barnes & Noble or Amazon. I don't want to buy anything. If you remember to put those words in the none, it will dramatically reduce your search. I think it dropped this search almost 100,000 hits. And I found exactly what I was looking for on the History Channel. It was a Civil War interactive map that I can click on, and different images appear, different things happen. So exactly what I wanted. And more so, I couldn't believe how much was here in each of these little snippets. So I thought I could have my curriculum, I know where I want to go, then come in here and kind of match it with what's already available. Done by the History Channel. That's a whole lot better than me trying to use chalk on a chalkboard, try to explain things. A great way, another good way to search within Google is to go to Google Images and put in what you're looking for, because then you can visually see, and you can see in the bottom left corner we've got a simulation. There were a whole bunch of them on this page, but using Google Image Search is a good way for you to see if there's some available. And again, most of these are going to be free. You would click on the picture that would take you to the website, and then you would look around and hopefully find more simulations that you can use. Now, this one I put in tsunami, and looking for, I wanted a model, a tsunami model, because me trying to draw it on the board wouldn't work. But it made me think, and I wanted to draw your attention to the upper right-hand corner picture. You've got to be really careful. First of all, inappropriate images come up, even when you put in something like tsunami. So never ever search while connected to a projector, ever, and students are in the room. But you don't know, that picture in the upper right-hand corner looks like it's been doctored to me. And it's hard to tell for sure if it's been doctored, but I actually tried to go into the website to see what the website was, and then I was locked out of that area. So just because it's on the internet doesn't mean it's true. Especially after natural disasters, people that are masters of Photoshop take one picture and mash it up with another picture. And I'm going to guess that's what's going on in that picture. But I would need further looking to find out more. Okay, look at this, the water cycle. Hello. All I had back in the day was some chalk, and I even remember when we finally got colored chalk. And now, instead of me trying to do a bad drawing on the board, go ahead and look through here and find the one that you like. Now remember to save it so you know how to get back to it when you come back to this next year. You might save it by getting the address and then putting that into your water cycle folder on your computer. Some of these you might be able to download them and save them actually into your folder. But think about that. You always want to think about organizing everything so you can get back to it next year. That's the key. But this is just a quick search, again, using Google Image Search. All right, you can't use enough simulations to model content that you're trying to get students to understand. I would love to get to a point where the students are creating their own simulations of different topics. Thanks.